Thank you, Kevin, for meeting with us.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, yep. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I work in the law enforcement industry. I'm a special agent, and I'm married and have one child.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So, how long have you been on the H2 water for?
Almost 3 months now.
3 months. Yeah. Have you noticed some benefits, some positive benefits?
Yeah, I've noticed some benefits. I've noticed right off the bat my energy level is better, especially when it comes to exercising. And it really helps me out energy-wise throughout the day because usually after lunch you hit a little bit of a lull, a little bit tired, and I've been able to, since I've been drinking the water, that's been a lot better. I'm not nearly as tired or sleepy then.
Yeah. So energy, a lot better positive energy just throughout the day.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah, and it helps with your mood and getting through the day and workouts and the whole everything.
Yes, and speaking of workouts again, it really helps not only with as far as the energy for the workout, but I found when I drink it afterward, it helps in my recovery also.
Is that right?
So it gives me more sustained energy and also helps my recovery.
Yeah. So you like a muscle soreness, like the next day you're finding that your body's recovering much faster?
I'm not nearly as sore as I was in the past. I still have soreness, but it's not nearly to the same degree.
Right, right. What about your sleeping? Has it helped with your sleeping?
As far as my sleep is concerned, it definitely has helped with my sleep. Now, initially, of course, when I got used to the water, I had to basically learn how to drink it. Not too much right before bedtime, but once I basically regulated how to drink it, now my sleep is good. I can sleep. I've always slept in blocks. I've never slept all the way through anyway. But I find that my sleep is deeper and I sleep longer before I wake up.
Mm-hmm. Now, these two, like for your energy and your sleep, how quickly after you started drinking the water did you notice these benefits, and did it start helping you out? Was it immediate? Did it take a couple of weeks, or when did you really start noticing that it was impacting your life?
The energy, that was right away because I noticed a difference immediately with my workouts and with being able to make it through the day a lot better without that real lull in energy. Now sleeping, that took a little longer. I would say I was about 2 to 3 weeks in and I really started to see the difference in my sleep, that I was waking up more refreshed and that I was sleeping longer.
Right, right. So how do you work out? Do you strength train, like lift weights, or? Yeah.
It's generally, I work out generally lifting weights and a couple of days of cardio.
Okay.
It's 3 days of resistance or weightlifting, 2 days of cardio, and I've definitely seen the difference.
So, like, you've seen it, like you're sustaining longer workouts. Are you, when you're getting more reps, like that, basically your strength is increased, like all of that?
Yes. Right off the bat, I can tell that I didn't get nearly as tired during the workout. Usually around midway, you hit a wall. I didn't hit the wall, and I was able to lift more weights. So that was the two ways that really demonstrated that something was better. It was a positive outcome.
And you said that you got that immediately.
That was immediate, yeah, because that didn't take long to see the effects of that at all. And to be honest with you, the first time I drank the water, I could feel the difference. It's almost like your body felt like it was energized.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, as a matter of fact, if you drink regular water now, non-hydrogen water, it feels flat. There's no energy you feel from it. You just feel, maybe a little hydration. But with this, it's not only the hydration, but it's also the energy you feel throughout your body.
Yeah, it's like the water's alive.
Exactly.
Yeah, when that molecular hydrogen gets infused in there, it makes that water alive, where a lot of the water we're drinking today, you could almost say that it's like hard water, flat water, dead water almost. In
Exactly,
sense.
yeah. There's a drastic difference, just the amount, you feel more alive with the hydrogen water. Like something is actually in you that has an effect as opposed to regular water where it's just more of a feeling of hydration.
Yeah.
Regular, low-level hydration, I should say.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So you work out a lot, obviously flexibility. We want to remain flexible to avoid injury and everything else. Have you noticed like your flexibility getting better just from the water?
I've definitely noticed that my flexibility is better. As a matter of fact, I have some problems with my shoulders, even help with that. My range of motion. I don't have the problems I had at night sleeping as much as far as my shoulder, because if you have a bad shoulder, sleeping it can really hamper your sleep. As a matter of fact, you find that you'll be sleeping on your back most of the time. I'm not relegated to sleeping on my back anymore. I can lay on each side. It's really helped as far as that's concerned. I have full range of motion also.
Do you mind if I ask you how you injured your shoulder?
It was doing exercise a few years back, about 5 years ago, some kettlebell exercise.
Okay. So for 5 years then you were dealing with a shoulder injury that you had to sleep on your back, which is uncomfortable a lot of times. We'd rather move around, sleep on our shoulders. So 5 years of being unable to sleep on your shoulders, you start drinking the water. Like after how long, like, did it help out with your sleep?
Well, along with the water, I was doing some physical therapy that assisted, but the water definitely, because I was doing physical therapy prior to drinking the water. So the water definitely had a major effect. I would say it took about, for me, probably about after a month and a half, I was able to go back to sleeping on each side.
And that must feel good, right?
Believe me, sleep is not the same when it's in one position repeatedly for a long time.
Yeah, and you said you were sleeping on your back basically for 5 years.
That's basically, yeah.
You got to get used to that too. Right?
Yeah, it's when you have no choice, you'll get used to it.
Exactly. So, for people who are interested in getting this system and watching this right now, what would you tell them? Would you advise them to get the system? What would you let them know if they're on the fence right now?
I would definitely advise them to give it a chance. I'm a naturally skeptical person by nature. And I don't believe anything can be a miracle cure, and I'm not saying this is, but it definitely works, and it definitely has a positive effect. It's had a positive effect in my life. I would say they have nothing to lose. Give it a try. I think they'll be happy with the results, and they'll see a definite change, not only in their overall energy, but you can even say in their life, period, because in so many ways, it will give you energy to do the things you really want to do, and it'll even help you improve in your as far as your work is concerned.
Yeah, everything. And it's such a great thing too, because something like this, we drink water all day, every day anyway. So when you have this H2 system, you're all day, every day getting these positive benefits for, today, next week, next month, next year, years down the line, moving forward. You're always going to have that increase in life, and that's such a great thing about this system too. So Kevin, how has the H2 helped with your digestion?
Well, I've seen a definite improvement. Generally in the morning, the first thing I eat would give me a little bit of upset stomach. I have not experienced those problems since I started with the H2 water. I would say about a week in to drinking the water, I started to see a difference. I could eat in the morning, especially protein, and I wouldn't have any negative effects.
Once again, thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome, and I appreciate the many positive benefits I've got from drinking H2 water.